loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the SAVILAND Cat Eye Polygel Kit, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so first off, opening the kit, there is of course going to be the little instruction manual as well as little catalog. So at the top here, there are the other polygel kits that SAVILAND sells, as well as underneath where they have the instructions. If you guys would like, you can of course pause to read. Next off in the kit, they have some paper forms, they have some dual forms, and of course it comes with the little brush and spatula. Underneath that there is a slip solution in a bag so it does not leak, and after that we have the of course top coat and base coat. Then there's of course a 100 and 180 grit file and the magnet for the Cat Eye Polygel. So now that we've gone through that, we can go and start off with these swatches. Alright, so for the first color, we are going in with light purple, which is just this absolutely stunning lilac color. The next one is just called purple, and this is just a really stunning purple with some like blue iridescent flecks inside. The next one is called glitter purple, and this is just a nice light purple with a nice shimmer inside. The next one is also called glitter purple, but this one is completely different. It is a dark purple with some nice glitters inside of it. And for the last one, it is dream purple, which is absolutely stunning. It's probably one of my favorites. And I actually made a mistake. That is not the last one. The last one is of course the Cat Eye Polygel. And this one I decided to put on a swatch stick just so I could show you guys how and if it works. So the color is still absolutely stunning whether it works or not. It's a really cool purple. I really like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over the swatch stick. And once that's done, we're going to attempt to use the magnet on it. I have high hopes, but you know, things don't always work out. So I sat there for quite a few minutes trying to get it to do anything. Maybe I did it wrong, but I did do research before trying this out to make sure that I could be successful, but it seems like it doesn't really work for anybody. Either way, it's still a beautiful color. If it worked for you guys, let me know. But yeah, after the magnet, this is what it ended up looking like. But these are the swatches, guys. I think they're absolutely stunning and I'm super excited to use them. So let's get into the nails. Alright, so here are my natural nails prepped and ready for the tips. So the tips that I'm going to be using are the MAKARTT tips. These are from Amazon and they are just a nice stiletto shaped nail tip. So this is what they look like on my nails. So now what I'm going to be doing is taking my scissors and I'm just going to be cutting off the ends because I want them to be more of a coffin shape. So once I take off that, I'm just going to go ahead and file them to make them nice and crisp, just like that. And then once they are all filed to the way that I like them, I am just going to go ahead and go in with my sanding band. And I'm going to be removing the shine from the tip of the nails and from my natural nails, as well as removing the ledge to make it flush with my natural nail. And that's just going to really help with application. And it's going to keep the polygel stuck to the tips. So once that's all filed, I'm going to go ahead and dust them off with my little brush, and then we're going to go ahead and coat the nails in a nice layer of base coat. Alright, once that's all done, I'm going to go ahead and cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to be going in with light purple on my thumbnail. Alright, so I'm just going ahead and putting down a generous amount of polygel onto my thumbnail. For this nail, I just decided I was just going to do it fully purple because I think this is my favorite color in this kit. I really think it's beautiful, very simple and nice, and I love it. And for the first time, actually, I realized that my polygel this time, for the first time with SAVILAND, it was really sticky, which I've heard from a lot of people, but I couldn't believe it. Like, I believed them, obviously, but I was confused because every kit I've ever had a really great consistency, but this one was for sure much stickier than any of the other kits I've ever used. So maybe it's just a consistency thing, I'm not exactly sure, but it was definitely a little bit harder to work with. It kept sticking to my brush, I kept having to wet my brush with more alcohol to get it to stop sticking, but otherwise I think the set still turned out pretty. Hopefully if you get this kit it won't be sticky. I think that sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, it kind of just depends, but yeah, so I'm just applying it. I'm applying a second bead of polygel just to give my nail an apex, and then after that, once it's all smoothed out, I'll go ahead and cure it for a second time. And then I'm going to be going in on my middle finger and ring finger, and I'm going to be making nail beds with the light purple color. Alright, so I'm just putting down a bead of polygel onto the nail bed, and I'm starting off by pushing the polygel into the cuticles just to make sure that it's all very nice and neat. And I'm just spreading the polygel to make sure that I don't miss any of the sides. And then after that I can go and start with creating my nail bed. So I am not a pro at nail beds. They definitely don't always turn out great, and I have a really hard time at making them even or identical. So I just put one part in the video doing the middle finger, and the ring finger I did off camera. So once I'm happy with the shape of the nail bed, I'm just going to go ahead and cure it. And then I also did my ring finger off camera, and here they are. And now I'm just going to go file, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here are the nails filed. The smile lines are as good as I could have possibly gotten them. I'm not fantastic at them. So now I'm going in with my base coat and my little purple hearts, and I'm just going to apply a little layer of base coat onto the nail tips, and then I will go ahead and apply the hearts to the wet base coat. So I sped this up. There are a few parts that I didn't leave in just to speed it up because I'm just placing hearts on the nail. So enjoy that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so once they're placed the way that I want them, I went ahead and cured, and now I'm going to encapsulate them with the Dream Purple, which is just the little sparkly clear color. I really wanted to use this color because I love the little flecks of iridescent sparkles, and those like purple ones are really pretty, and I thought it would go really well with the hearts. So I did encapsulate those nails, and because the camera was so zoomed in, I usually flip my hand over to smooth everything out, and I kept going out of frame, so that's why it jumped to the finished nail there. But here I got a little bit more of the encapsulation, so you guys can watch and enjoy that. And yeah, I really loved encapsulating with a sparkly color instead of just a plain clear. I thought it made it look a lot prettier. Alright, so once those are done being encapsulated, I went ahead and cured for 60 seconds, and now I'm going to be going in with this color purple, and I'm going to be doing that on my pointer finger and my pinky finger. I think this is probably my favorite color in the kit. I think that the sparkles in this polygel gives it such cool dimensions, and the way that it shimmers with the light is like the prettiest part of this polygel. I think it's a really gorgeous color, and I was so excited to get to use it. So yeah, I'm just doing a 2-bead method where I basically put it at the tip of the nail and I'm blending it downwards, and I just see how I had to flip my nail over just to smooth it out because I can just see better when it's right in front of my face rather than when I'm looking down at it on the table. But it's always really hard to film and get your hand in the camera when it's at your face and not in front of the lens. But yeah, after the first bead, I'm going in with my cuticle bead just to go ahead and make an apex, and then I'm just smoothing it down the nail. And as I said, this is like my favorite color. I think it turned out absolutely stunning. Ugh, I love this color. Anyways, once I'm done this, I'll go ahead and cure for 60 seconds, and I'm going to do the same thing on my pinky finger. Alright guys, so using the same method as I used to apply the pointer finger, I'm doing the same thing on the pinky. I'm really sorry guys if the footage is like like choppy a little bit. Like sometimes I was out of frame, so I had to cut out quite a bit, but otherwise I think it turned out okay. I mean, you guys see the gist of it. So I'm just applying it the way I like it, and then afterwards I will be going in with the encapsulating and the filing. I'm gonna be doing that off camera just because, again, it just like I had the camera way too zoomed in, so I was constantly out of frame, so I had to cut out a bit of it. But normally I don't leave in filing anyways because I feel like it's way too much movement for the camera. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and file and clear cap off camera, and I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. And look at that, I'm back. Here are the nails all filed and buffed, and now we're just gonna go ahead and top coat them. Alright, so for top coat, I always leave it in full. I don't speed it up. I think it's probably the most satisfying part of a nail set is getting to watch the top coating because it really brings all the colors to life after the filing and buffing. So I really like to leave it all in there. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch me top coat. Can you see how beautiful these colors are? Once the top coat hits that, the reflection of those glitters is absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited when I was getting this footage. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the most satisfying top coating in the world. Anyways, enjoy the top coating. I'll be back when it comes to the end of the video. Alright, so I went ahead and cured the nails, and now I'm going in with the cuticle oil. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed this set. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Love you guys all so much. Bye!